Anderson just manhandling Infante here in the opening minute of this fight. Infante goes down with a left hook to the body. And there is that power from Jared Big Baby Anderson.
That's it. That's it. He ain't getting up from that body shot.
Quick work in his pro debut. Jared Anderson.
I like that jab on Jared, man. A nice stiff jab. He established that right away. And, you know, Daniel just couldn't take the jab, started moving backwards.
So a first round knockout victory for Jared Anderson in his pro debut.
It's early yet, but you can see Jared Anderson is having his way.
Back down to the body with a left hand. Down to the body, both sides, and then up top. And
big shots upstairs.
Down for the second time in round one is Andrew Satterfield. And he has said no mas.
Anderson's throwing some heat.
Oh, he really is. And you can just tell Langston grimacing with each of these punches. And Jay Nady's going to take a good look at Langston here because he needs to start firing back on some of these punches. He's not throwing any punches right now. Jared Anderson is continuing to pour it on as Langston almost looks over to Jay Nady like, hello.
What are we doing here?
Again, just teeing off at will. And kudos to Langston for staying up on his feet, but I don't know how much longer he can take this. As finally Jay Nady steps in and calls a halt to this fight.
You're going to have to get hit at some point. Yep. You know, absolutely. You know, that first round especially, I think if he was a little more defensive minded, especially early, he wouldn't have got hit with some of those big shots. But he did take them well. But let's try and not make that a habit of a young fighter to throw away defense in order to get your offense going. Because you're going to stop the guy anyway. Why get hit in the process?
And typically one of the things he does pride himself on is his elusiveness, is his defense, which we gave kudos to towards the end of the fight.
Here you go with the ending with the hook.
Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Stay right here. TKO, TKO, TKO.
I know I got him beat. I know he's tired because I seen it in the third round. I said I can take my time and have fun. That's exactly what I did the fourth round. I had fun. If you looked at it, I had my hands down. I was moving on my back feet, just messing around, you know, throwing my jab, kind of fast and lazy. And then I seen the shot and I took it.
A warning from Ortega on the low blow. Back to the body with the jab from Anderson. And it's just all Big Baby Anderson here in the first round as Luis Pe&ntilde just trying to get to the belt.
You gotta do something, kid. Gotta do something.
You hear the voice of Ortega, the referee, saying, Pe&ntilde, you've got to do something. He has not done anything. Why Ortega has let it go this far, I have no idea.
This fight could have been stopped a minute ago. Pe&ntilde is wobbling around.
Absolutely no reason for this fight to continue. You are only in there with who your promoter and manager decide to put you in there with, and your job is to win. And if that's in the first round because your talent so far exceeds the guy that you're fighting, then so be it. And that's what we saw with Jared Anderson against Luis Pe&ntilde.
Russell Mora is telling Kingsley eBay, you got to show me something. He's thinking about stopping the fight with the damage eBay is taking. Big guy, former football player, 6'4", 276, and he's absorbing a lot of punishment, and a big left hand will end the night. Jared Anderson, 8 for 8, explosive finish.
He's still out, Joe. He's still out.
Hurt bad. You know, Anderson being very smart right there, feigning before he actually attacked. Nice block right there, and came back with and caught him with a nice, beautiful short left hook in the inside, right on the chin. eBay was pretty much ready to go, you know, and we said early on that he had to get a little more consistent with his offense, and if he gets a little bit more consistent with his offense, he could get the stoppage.
Yeah, he closed the show just like we said, and you can see in the eyes of eBay that he was ready to go, but, you know, he's been around the game long enough to know how to survive, and Anderson didn't give him that opportunity. A great step back, beautiful right hand to the top of the head, and a left hook that literally turned the lights out of eBay. That was the Sports Center type 10 shot. Top 10 shot that we were talking about.
Oh, you are going to see that everywhere.
Now he finally got his foot on the outside, and that's why you see the body shot lands right there for him. His fight's over.
And now he sends his second right hand, his third right hand to the body, and that scores a knockdown.
This is also why you don't want to play around, and I'm not saying Anderson is doing that, but he doesn't want to get into a space where he's having his way.
Same spot. Go.
You want to get him out of there.
3.
Another right hand to that soft body, and Jeremiah
6,
is shaking his head.
7.
Might be.
He is saying no
9,
more.
10.
That's it. Too much, he said.
I got you in the same spot, didn't you? All right?
And then you heard Tony Krebs, the referee, that got you in the same spot again, didn't it?
Ref's got a good view on where that shot landed.
Yes, it did, Tony.
When you have a fighter like Carpenter, you want to get him out of there. Jared Anderson did just that. Well-placed body shot. If you're at home sitting on the couch, that doesn't look like much, but if you're Carpenter, you feel it. It takes your legs away, it takes your breath away, and it literally makes you say what he told the referee, this is just too much.
No
so
mas.
It's not, you know, we didn't expect much from Carpenter. I think boxing fans have to understand that you have to take fights like this from time to time, especially on the way up. The heavyweight division, there's a limited amount of opponents, to your point, Tim, and Jared Anderson wants to stay busy. So you'll get some fights like this, but then you'll get fights like his last fight where he's taking a major risk, and I'm sure he'll have a better opponent moving forward.
Kenny Bayless warning them for the hold as Tereshkin has kind of laid his body at times on Jared Anderson as he's trying to establish that left hand to the body. Chopping right hand, 2 of them has Tereshkin a little wobbled here as he backs into the corner. Another right hand, big left hand. Jared trying to create some space.
Kenny Bayless is ready to jump in there because he sees that Tereshkin's in a heap of trouble.
Tereshkin trying to answer with the punches to keep himself in this fight. Can Jared Anderson get him out of here in the second round and make the statement that he wanted? Tereshkin looks off to the referee, and it is over. It is a round 2 TKO, Jared Anderson.
And as Anderson using his physicality, this is a guy that likes to get rough and tumble. As you see him right there, just unloading big shots in his arsenal. Kenny Bayless waiting for the opening. Tereshkin was trying to throw and fought valiantly, but then he just kept getting popped and unloaded upon as he had a young, hungry lion in front of him.
And it was kind of the look. You'll see it in just a minute.
Right
When he looks right there with the mouthpiece
Yep.
almost ready to be spit out. That led Kenny Bayless to know he's had enough, he's seen enough.
He does have some heart. I said, I don't think so.
Right hand, left hand. Teslenko crumbles to the ground.
6, 7, 8, 9. Walk to me. That's it.
Yep.
It is over. I mean, that was pure power from Jared Anderson.
Just a beautiful finish from Anderson, just taking his time, jabbing, blinding Teslenko, so he land that big shot. That shot, he threw that shot in the first round, but wasn't able to land it. Here we see again, just a flick, eyes closed from Teslenko. He thought another jab was coming, but it was a right hand to the temple, and then you see the big man go down, and you see Anderson, Teslenko, he got up, but he was done. And that was a great stoppage from the referee. But again, it was set up. It was intentional, and he was mindful about what he was doing, and this is the kind of result you get.
Another big body shot. Damaging left hand comes in. And a knockdown scored in the final seconds of round number 2.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What a beatdown. Another knockout victory for Jared Anderson.
Now, this is pretty much target practice right there. You see Rochanin trying to block that body work. But Jared Anderson locating the head. Once you go down to the body, you get your opponent protecting his body. The head definitely will be open. Nice, short, tight left hook right there on the inside from Anderson. And then the follow-up, the fact that he can fight from any position, it doesn't matter which way his opponent goes. He never has his back to his opponent because he can fight from the southpaw stance in any position. There he is in the southpaw position. Beautiful skinny left or skinny right, right down the middle right there. There it is, skinny right, boom. Beautiful shot right there from Jared Anderson. He gets upset, he gets angry, he gets mad, and he takes all of his anger that's built up inside out on his opponent.
Big right hand splits the guard. Tried to sweep to the body.
Another good flurry, and the referee is going to stop this fight. He's just looking for a good reason because Forrest took a lot of punishment. He's known for taking a lot of punishment, but how much can one guy take? He's standing on his feet, but essentially he probably was knocked out twice in that last round and just stood up.
Look at the ropes is holding him up right now.
That's right. He's trying to use the ropes. He's trying to use the corner. Digs in. Good double up with the left hand.
Oh, my goodness.
Body shot comes in from Big Baby Jared Anderson.
Here comes the doctor. They're looking for a reason. Anderson has to give it to him.
But look at the pace that Anderson, no, he can box, but look at the pace that he's fighting at.
Oh, big shot comes in. This fight is over. Jared Anderson stomping his way to victory. Chopped down the Forrest. Jerry Forrest done in 2. Here he is.
Just needed to get Forrest in the right shot. That's the right hand right there. Stood him up. Another shot on the top of the head. That pretty much had Forrest out on his feet. And it's the right stoppage at the right time. He switched up his game. He threw a lot more punches in that first round. He didn't need to do that this time around. He let the punishment soak in, and now just the right shot will get us to go home.
And he came out in the first round in the southpaw stance. Then he switched orthodox. That shows you how versatile he is. He's versatile. And the amount of punches that he threw, and the punching powers you got to deal with, the reflexes, and just that toughness right there. That's the difference. And it's showing right here.
Right hand to the body, combination with the right hook and then the left uppercut. Anderson clipping him. Arias in trouble against the ropes. Right hand comes in. Arias stands up to it, but he's going to be wobbling back. Look at how unsteady he is getting back to that corner.
Come on, what is what? What?
That's it. George Arias was pleading with his corner, Leon Washington, to give him another round. Leon said, no, no.
So Anderson did, cut the ring off, started landing, switch southpaw. You know, he can fight from southpaw or orthodox. But then he takes a small little angle right there to be able to land that left uppercut right up the middle, splitting that guard. And you see the funny walking back here to his corner. Beautiful shot right on the chin, splitting that guard. Take that jab right there, then a follow-up shot right there. Then clip them high on the head. Jared got to be careful not to hurt his hands on the head of Rudenko.
They were actually talking about that in the corner, Timmy.
But see, but the change in cadence right here, setting up even more offense, and it also hides his power shots. So he can come quick with a 4-punch combination, then set up a big shot off of it.
Rudenko does not look good at all here in round 5. Not at all. Look at this attack to the head. Anderson all over him. Headshot after headshot. Rudenko's not firing back, just covering up. Split the guard with a left hand. More power shots. Then he goes to the body in the mix of it. This is a brutal beating that Jared Anderson's putting down, and it ends in a TKO victory in 5.
There it is. He did it. You know, but if he brings this type of defense and this type of offense into the ring with any of these top heavyweights out there, think about it. He has a dang good chance of beating any of these guys. So good performance by him. I'm glad he found the key.